Hello everyone, it's finally happening. Volkswagen Commercial Cars gave me the first press car of the Volkswagen ID bus. I'm very excited. I can test it for 2 weeks. Oh. Let's get to it.
This video is brought to you by EV Supply, accessories for your EV. They support a lot of different brands: Volkswagen, Audi, Skoda, Cupra, Tesla and BMW. Use the link in the description below to get 10% on accessories. And they also have winter tires and rims, different designs and cheaper than at your car dealer. Use the other link to get free shipping within Germany and Austria, and contact the support to get better conditions for shipping for the EU. EV Supply.
And I already apologize for the blinking. I have a bit of an allergic reaction, so I'm blinking a lot. Sorry. This is the Long Wheelbase ID bus. It has the 86 kWh battery, the same battery you get in the Volkswagen ID.7 Pro S. It's the rear-wheel drive version with the 210 kW APP 550 motor, which is in my ID.7 Pro. So range should be a bit better because we have a bigger battery and a very efficient motor, but still it's a gigantic car. Here we even have the 7-seater. Charging AC can be done with 11 kW, DC with a bit above 200 kW peak. 10 to 80% should take around 25-26 minutes. The WLTP range is a bit under 500 kilometers, I think 475 or so. Top speed 160 kilometers an hour. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour takes 7.8 seconds, if I recall correctly. If you use all 3 rows, then the trunk space is not amazing. I mean, you can take this out and those packages, things there too, and then it goes pretty high, but the space overall is not very big. But you can put these forward, and I don't know if you can take them out. I looked around, I didn't see anything, but it's very possible that you can take them out. The same with the whole seat area, the second row. To put them forward, you press this, and then look at the space. And again, I can go forward here and put these forward as well. And of course the other side as well. So of course I can put this forward as well. It's a bit too far ahead. So like, there we go. And can put it up again. And the amazing part is you can also move it forward and backwards. So it can be all the way here in the back to have extreme legroom, or not as much if you want it more forward like we do because of our dogs. We want them a bit closer, and then we have an extra thing here, and then you can get easy access to the rear seats. It's awesome. And then put it back and put this down. Even in the closest position to the front, I have enough legroom, extreme headroom. I have an air vent up here, and I can change my climate here and my light because we have the glass roof, so the light is here. And then here in the middle I have a little tray that I thought I could put up. And then there's a button here where I could close the door. I don't have to get it. An opening, of course, as well. Then I have seat heating here in the rear. I have a USB-C here in the rear as well. I have little things here where I can hold on if I want to get out, and a tiny little window that you can see here that I can open from the front, and of course here as well, right? All right, the car is not on, that's why it doesn't work. And we have a manual button here as well. Cool. But let's get into the back and see how that is. Put that up. It's a bit forward, So I'm sitting very straight. I have a USB-C here, loudspeakers, again an air vent, and on this side as well. And I have cool. And what is this for? Ah, I can do this from back here. But can I get out easily? On the front seats we have everything is the normal thing that you get in every Volkswagen ID. In the door we have rear window for those windows here that you can see. You can open them from here, but of course there. Trunk opening, locking, mirror adjustment here, light adjustment. The buttons and everything here is exactly the same as in every other Volkswagen ID. New ID, we have the display. The head-up display doesn't have augmented reality. It doesn't work with the window style. We have the smaller screen that we have in ID4, 5, ID3, not like in ID7, little air vents. We have, if you have the close, open and close package, you can open the doors here, and you can press the button that people in the back cannot open it from here. We have a little, a lot of pockets where you can put stuff here. One for the key, here the phone, wireless charging, 2 USB-Cs. We have this middle thing that you can take out, cup holders here, and another pocket. Really, really great. And then we have 2 armrests. Oh, let me do it from here. So one here, because the door is a bit too far away. So with this armrest, it's way better. It's very comfortable. Every time you unbuckle, you have to open this because you cannot get out. But I always put it down. I need that stuff. And in here, I have the smart glass roof that the ID7 has as well. But here it's bigger, and you can just make it see-through or not see-through. And that's it. This also shows you the size a bit. I mean, this camera, I have it as with every car I test. This is so far away. I could never reach it. I have to unbuckle and get up. This is, I still can't reach you. And adjustment, no way. So I have to adjust this once and then drive. It's not, other cars I can just do this and adjust it, turn it on, turn it off. I can't even turn you off. I have to unbuckle to turn you off. So like I said, if you know ID4, 5 and 3, this is exactly the 7. ID7 just has a bigger screen, and the head-up display is just different because it doesn't have augmented reality. And I just had an ID5 GTX and ID5 Pro with also the same software 5.4. So if you want to know details, you can look at this. It's the same when it comes to everything. I preheated the battery at some point. It's still, we preheat more. So the first thing, can you see everything? In the front, it's way better than all the other Volkswagen ID. I can look down and I can see I'm so high, and also the windshield is very low. I can see very low down. This is amazing. By the way, the poor guy who brought me this car 100 kilometers away, when he arrived, he had a stone on the windshield, and now there's a tiny little crack, and I think it's even getting a tiny bit bigger. So we have to see, hopefully not. To the left, to the right, again, you sit high, you can see very well. The rear view mirrors are perfect. The side mirrors, the rear view mirror is great for the view in the back. Backup camera is fine. I have 360 degree. I can see that very well. When I turn around and look, I feel like the normal ID bus. I haven't driven it in a while, but not the long wheelbase with 3 rows. I can see a bit better because the headrest of the second row is in the way of the side window in the back. So I cannot see this. So I cannot see that. That's a bit sad. But other than that, awesome. The cracking sounds are recyclable plastic bottles that I'm giving back and getting my deposit. So driving overall, steering is a bit heavier than in normal Volkswagen ID cars. The power, of course, with the 210 kilowatt feels a bit less since it's a heavier car. And with this comes also a bit less regen. I think it's the same force, but since the car is heavier, it's that it doesn't brake as much. So when I go off, it feels like it's slowing down not as much. I notice it on a hill where usually I don't have to brake. That with this car I have to brake. But other than that, the drive is comfortable, not ID7 comfortable, but very close to ID4 and 5. Cruise control is also the same, and steering assist is also the same. Very smooth, very nice. On the country road, good. On a highway, amazing. Country road, there's a few spots where it's just not great. You can set it that it adjusts the speed according to the speed limit, but exactly. And you can also turn on that when there's a strong corner, it already tells you before, hey, I'm gonna slow down to 60 or so, and then it's gonna do that. Come on! That was fine, but warning, didn't brake though. Time to accelerate. I'm in sport mode. Let's see what Draghi says, what our 0 to 100 kilometers an hour time is. Look at the turning circle. No problem. 7.66 seconds. Acceleration is not overwhelming, but that was expected with a heavy car and gigantic car like this. But let's go on a highway, see what the loudness level is at highway speeds and at the top speed of 160. 130. I have more wind noise, but it's nice and quiet. Can't complain. It's really okay. There's no rumbling, it's just very high frequency wind sound. So driving 160 in this car, totally fine. Of course, in Germany 160 is not extremely fast, but it felt good. So there was no movement around, even though I thought it's not windy today. I don't know how it is with wind, but even changing the lane and everything, it felt great and stable. The power is not amazing, but still you can get to this 160 reasonably fast, so I'm okay with it. So the bus is a gigantic car that still drives great. So if you need a 6 or 7 seater and you still need a bit of space for trunk space, and if you have 5 people in here and you need a lot of trunk space, the car totally gives you a lot of features that makes everything a bit easier. I like it. So if you need this, it's awesome. You don't get incredible power. The GTX I will drive in a while. We'll see how that is, if it's really that much better when it comes to power. I mean, it's 40 kilowatt more. But still, I like it. Of course, we'll see with the consumption that this will be high. I will do range test, long distance trip test, charging test and everything. Of course, but overall it drives great, even as a daily driver. I like that. Comfortable, stable. Power is, like I said, not amazing, but enough. Cool. If you want to follow me on Instagram, BatteryLife1, and if you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon link in the description below. And here on YouTube, there's also channel membership. And if you want to know what's happening behind the scenes, I have a third YouTube channel, Behind the Battery. But that's it for me. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.